You want to go in so many different directions at the same time. Look at this guy, standing for 95 years already. You can't help but feel that you are in the center of the world. You can smell pot everywhere. This place gets me so excited. All right, here it is, the Chrysler Building. And this right here, guys, is to me the heart of the city. Hi guys, it's 3 p.m. and I'm gonna take you for a walk around Midtown Manhattan. We are staying at the Warwick Hotel, which is on 54th and 6th, and you're gonna get to see just how much there is to do around this place. So let's go.
No, I grabbed all of them together. Don't be sorry, we'll find out.
All right, here we are, guys. This is 54th and 6th Avenue. So let's take a quick walk and I'll show you what's around. So this right here, just right across the entrance to the hotel, is one of the latest projects by Jean Nouvel, which is a French Pritzker Prize winner architect. And he designed this massive tower here right next to the MoMA. So that is right across the street from the hotel. You can access the museum from 53rd Street, I believe, but I think there's also a separate access on 54th. Right now we are heading east towards 5th Avenue, and you'll get to see some very famous icons and landmarks as soon as we get there. It's a little rainy today, but we can absolutely handle this. It's not that bad. It's just a mild rain. We don't even need an umbrella, which is good. And the camera, it's an action camera, so it can get wet, no problem. Yeah, I hope the audio is okay. All right, we're getting closer to 5th Avenue here. Some of the biggest retail stores I've ever seen in my life. Some of the most luxurious brands are here. All right, 54th and 5th. We cannot see it right now, but that's where the Empire State Building is, a few blocks south. So let's head north for now, so I can show you Central Park, which is just a few blocks away from where we are right now. All right, so to our right, we have the iconic Trump Tower right here, looking good with those trees. I always loved this design. I think it's fantastic, the sort of stepping they did with the terraces and the trees that they managed to plant there. It looks amazing, in my opinion. All right, 56th and 5th. Prada. Again, lots of luxury retail stores here. If you're looking for a luxury item, this is for sure the place to be. And over there, we have what I believe to be one of the most impressive retail stores, the Louis Vuitton store, which of course looks like a bunch of Louis Vuitton handbags, I think. stacked together on top of each other. Pretty cool concept. It's actually a beautiful rainy day here in Manhattan. It's kind of a refreshing rain, to be honest. Nothing drastic. All right, this guys would be 57th and 5th, the home of the super slender high-rises over here. Don't worry, we're gonna get to see those up close in a minute. But for now, I wanted to take you guys all the way to Central Park, which is just 1 block away. One thing I should mention, guys, I believe this to be true. I think there's 2 New York cities. There's the one that you get to see and hear about and read about on social media, and then there's the real New York City, which is the one you get to experience when you actually come here. And let me just tell you, there's a very big difference between the social media version of this place and the real place. For the most part, the city looks absolutely phenomenal. The streets are clean. I haven't seen any issues so far on the street. No problems whatsoever. This is the famous Plaza Hotel, where I guess everyone wants to get married. And over here we have the iconic Apple store right across the street with the huge glass cube. I hate the fact that they put scaffolding on top of everything. Kind of ruins the view. But then again, it's part of this town. I've never seen so many scaffold everywhere in a city like you do in New York. And I think the reason why they do it is because they are afraid that some parts of the facade might drop to the street and hurt someone. They rather have the scaffolding and make sure that they're not gonna get a lawsuit. Alright guys, we just got to Central Park. As you can see, we've been walking for what, 5 minutes? And we have already seen so much. And this is the park. We're gonna cross the street so we can get a better view of the plaza and the buildings on this side of the road. So as I was saying, before coming here, I was reading and watching a lot of videos about New York on many different platforms. And to be honest, the image that I had of the city before coming here was very bad. I thought the place was gonna be trashed. I thought the streets were gonna be super dirty, that there was gonna be trash everywhere. Doesn't seem to be the case at all. The place looks phenomenal, regardless of the weather right now. It's not as dirty as I thought it would be. It's not as messy as I thought it would be at all. That's the Plaza Hotel. The tram tower. What a beautiful view this is. And it looks particularly great from across the street from the park. Let's clean the lens. So we're heading towards 6th Avenue and 7th Avenue. That's where Times Square is. The intersection between 7th and Broadway is what creates the iconic Times Square. So that's where we're heading. This is the park right here. It's we're entering the spring right now, so it doesn't quite look as green as parks did in DC. It's almost like they are in a different season up here compared to DC. It's incredible. It's just a few miles away, but then again the weather is so different, and the nature here looks so different from the nature in DC, Virginia, Maryland. All right, one thing I should mention though is that When you walk down the streets here in Midtown Manhattan, you can smell pot everywhere. It's like every single corner you stop and you can smell marijuana. I don't know what it is, maybe they changed the laws or something, but I don't remember that from 5 years ago. I was here in actually 6 years, 2019, and I don't recall smelling so much pot. Then again, if any locals are watching this, maybe you can tell us if they change the codes, the laws or something. All right, we are approaching 6th Avenue. This is where the hotel is, to our left. It's a fantastic avenue, very iconic as well. This is where Radio City is located, and we're gonna get to see that in a minute as well. Again, like 1 or 2 blocks from the hotel. That's where the music hall is. Sixth Avenue, as seen from Central Park. What a fantastic place. This street right here, filled with high-rises. I never rode one of those. All right, so we are gonna walk down 6th Avenue, but I wanted to take you guys to 7th Avenue, where Times Square is. The park is actually looking beautiful. You can see the rocks here, the horses, some flowers as well. In a few weeks, this place is going to look phenomenal, especially on a sunny day, unlike today. I should mention, guys, I think New York drivers are just as bad as Miami drivers. To be honest, I don't even know what I was expecting, but they're definitely on the same level. A lot of klaxon abuse here. These rocks, by the way, I should say, are what make all these high-rises possible. The soil here in Manhattan is very rocky, and that's why you can build such tall buildings. You don't need to go too deep with the foundations, and they offer, these rocks, great support for extremely heavy structures like the ones we are seeing right now. So in great part, all these mega high-rises and super slender buildings are possible because of this. Just take a look at that. It goes right up into the clouds. That's incredible. I don't know if you guys know this, but the reason why they are able to build such tall and slender buildings is because they essentially, the developers, they purchase the air rights of the neighboring buildings. So what that means is that you're never really gonna have a super tall, super slender building right next to another, because the airspace above the neighboring lots has been purchased and stacked on top of each other to be able to build this thing. It's kind of a funny system, and it's always funny when you go to cities like this and you see unusual structures. It's always the result of some weird legislation or some weird code that resulted in this unusually shaped or unusually tall structures. Okay, this is 7th Avenue, guys, and right in front of us we can see some of the LED lights from the huge screens at Times Square. I honestly think it's funny how they try to make the scaffold look more elegant. They put these lights on to try to dress it up, but still, it's a scaffold. I mean, come on. All right, guys, 58 and 7. No matter where you look here, you're gonna see amazing structures, amazing landmarks and icons. It's funny, one of my best friends, when she first came to New York, first time ever, she mentioned something that I still remember to this day. She said, when you walk around Manhattan and you get to a corner, it's like your body wants to split and go in 5 or 6 different directions at the same time. And I can totally relate now that I'm here. I also had the exact same feeling when I was here for the first time. It's like there's so much to do, so much to see that you just can't, you feel like a weird anxiety that makes you want to cover all of it. And of course you can't. You have to choose. And every time you come, you're gonna have to sacrifice something in order to be able to see and enjoy something else. The funny thing about New York is that I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter how many times you come to this town, you're never gonna get to see all of it. And that's what keeps people coming back, I guess. All right, this is 57th again. Scaffolds everywhere. Here we can see it from here, up close. Look at that. It just never ends. Park Central. Another thing I should mention, of course, you're probably feeling the same way, is that so many movies, so many TV shows were shot here in this town that you almost feel like you are in a movie when you walk down these streets here. It's unavoidable, I guess. Like you look at these buildings and you recognize so many of them that makes you feel like you've been here before, even if you've never have. What's funny about Midtown Manhattan is that you have these mega tall, super modern skyscrapers right next to these very classic, old school buildings. And the contrast to me is just amazing. It's kind of beautiful, to be honest. Alright guys, we are getting closer to the action. We can see the lights in the background. We are back on 54th. This is where the hotel is, just 2 blocks west. What is that about? What's amazing to me about this place is just how unbothered people are by weird stuff. It's like nothing impresses them anymore. Kind of like Miami, I guess, but even more crazy. Alright, so one thing I'm sure you guys know is that Manhattan has a great design, the urban layout, I mean. And so what that means is that all the streets here run east to west, and all the avenues run north to south. So, so it's very easy to navigate the city because the streets are numbered, essentially, and so are the avenues. So this is 7th Avenue. So we know 6th Avenue is that way, and 8th Avenue is that way. All right, guys, we're just 1 block away from Times Square. But first, we're gonna make a quick stop to our right to check out this place, which of course has a scaffold on the facade. Oh, and you can even buy some M&Ms here. Now, if there's something this country is great at, among many other things, is merchandising. So if you ever wondered how an M&M store could be 3 stories high, well, you just fill it up with merchandise. Oh, those are the unusual M&M colors that I think you can only get here. Look at that. I don't even know why, but this is such a New York icon to me. All right, let's keep going.
Oh, you know my name?
All right. The world famous Times Square. And of course it's packed. So I've been to this place 3 times already, this being the 3rd. And the 2nd time I was here, it was the Easter Sunday in I think it was 2019 as well. And this place was completely empty. It looked like one of those zombie movies. I got here at around 9 a.m. on an Easter Sunday, and there was no one around. It was just incredible. I took so many pictures. Look at this place. Again, you want to go in so many different directions at the same time. Miles Cross. This place gets me so excited. It's just so iconic. And crowded. I hear a second of advertising on these massive screens costs thousands of dollars, tens of thousands. People are queuing to get up these stairs, I think. No, maybe get some tickets, I don't know. Check this out. It's funny, when you are here, you can't help but feel that you are in the center of the world. And I don't mean just the center of the United States, I do mean the center of the actual world. There's people from all over the place speaking a multitude of languages. People from every corner of the earth. I don't know many places like this, honestly. There's just so much going on all the time, pretty much. Look at that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. All right, screen, let's go. That is the Disney store, which I love for the simple reason that they sell Star Wars Lego over there. People taking pictures all over, of course. I was told you want to avoid the people wearing customs. Gigantic stores here, just as big as the ones in 5th Avenue, or pretty similar, actually. And that right there, guys, in front of us, is the iconic corner where the ball drops on New Year's Eve. Every year, a new ball is coming, says the sign. You can see the pole there. People from all over the world, for sure. My God, you really do feel in the center of the planet here. I believe that is ABC.
Company Club tickets, Comedy Central,
Alright guys, so I was talking about the grid before, the grid design of the city, and Broadway, the very famous street, is pretty much the only one that breaks this grid logic. So as you can see, that one over there that opens up diagonally is Broadway. So that's where we're heading right now, and it cuts through 7th Avenue and creates this iconic space. All right, let's go. So we're gonna take Broadway to all the way to 42nd Street, which is another one you should definitely check out. Look at this, amazing. I just love being here. Every time I come, I have a great time. That's, I guess, the mainstream media reporting on all the negative things that happen. Not the positive things, just the negative ones. Alright guys, so this is Broadway. This place is just so filled with life. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are not really into the whole advertising thing, the signs, the lights. I mean, if you ask me what do I prefer, this or let's say a quiet forest somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, I mean, I'm gonna go with the quiet forest in the Pacific Northwest. But then again, this place is just so unique that I think you should absolutely visit at least once in your lifetime. If you can afford to live here for a while, I would also do it. No questions asked. I think it's a place you have to experience for a period of time. I've heard somewhere that you should live in New York City but leave before it makes you hard. And you should also live in California once, but leave as well before it makes you soft. And I think there's a lot of sense to that quote, to be honest. So many iconic landmarks here. As I said, you see these buildings here and you feel like you've known them forever. And I should say, guys, even though there's skyscrapers all around the place, the streets are actually pretty wide over here, so you can enjoy the views. It's not like the perspectives of the city are gonna get blocked by buildings. You can actually see far beyond where you're standing in almost any direction. Especially the avenues are extremely wide, and so are some of these streets here. So you get a sense of openness for the most part, at least in Midtown. All right, this is 6th Avenue once again, and 42nd. And this right here would be the beautiful Bryant Park, surrounded by iconic buildings as well. And oh, look at that, all the way in the background we can see, I don't know if you guys will get to see it, but that's the Freedom Tower. All the way in the financial district, I think it is. When you're crossing the street here, when you're walking down the sidewalk, you need to watch out. People are all over the place. You don't want an umbrella poking you in the eye. So just be mindful of your surroundings, I guess. Alright guys, so we're heading towards 5th Avenue now. This is Bryant Park here. Let's check it out. get out of the sidewalk for a second. Looking lovely as it is, but then again, in a few weeks, this place is going to look amazing with all the trees and the plants, maybe some flowers. I've been here in May last time, in 2019, and this place was just beautiful. This building in front of us is the New York Public Library, which has also been featured in many, many different movies and TV shows. Like most buildings in this city, I guess. That right there is the iconic Bryant Park Hotel, which has a beautiful golden pinnacle at the top. Of course, it has some scaffold right now going on, but it's a beautiful black building with golden accents, and it looks amazing. It's very iconic. I love it. So many of these old school skyscrapers that still look amazing today from the 1930s were actually demolished, some of them, to make way for new construction. And it's unfortunate, one of them being the Singer Building, which was a very iconic, beautiful skyscraper with an Art Deco style that was demolished to build something new. I don't know what exactly, but many other skyscrapers from the same era followed the same path, unfortunately. Otherwise, this town would have even more gorgeous skyscrapers like the one we are seeing in the background right now, which is the one and only Chrysler Building. What a beautiful tower that is. Alright guys, we're at the corner of 42nd and 5th, and that right there is the Chrysler Building. This behind us is the New York Public Library, and over there we're gonna get to see the Empire State Building. Now, the funny thing about New York is that if you want to check out these buildings up close, you actually have to put some distance between you and the building, because they are so massive that if you stand right next to it and you look up, you won't be able to really see anything. So you have to either cross the street and take a look from across the avenue, or put a few hundred yards between you and the building to get a better view of this structure. What a beautiful building this is, the public library. Buildings like this, makes me think, are probably not going to be around forever because of just the way information is changing. Nowadays, almost no one gets their info from books, unfortunately, anymore. Everyone's using the internet or AI or ChatGPT or whatever. I really don't know how many people still come to the library to read some books and learn and get educated. That's a shame, though. So we're walking southbound down 5th Avenue, heading towards the financial district. We're not gonna get there today, but I do want to show you guys in my opinion, one of the most beautiful buildings in history. Built in the 1920s, actually. I believe it was finished in 1929, right before the financial crisis took place. And yet they were able to finish it. And the Chrysler Building, which was competing with the Empire State for the title of the tallest building in the world, was also completed around the same time. So yeah, apparently people back then were not really intimidated, I guess, by crisis. One thing I love about this town, I mean, I keep bringing this up, is the flags everywhere. I just think it's great that they do that. They do that in huge cities like this, but also in small towns, miles away from the interstate. You can see American flags everywhere. And that just says something about this country's identity and pride. They definitely have reasons to be proud. So as I said, what we're gonna do now is cross the street here because we are 4 blocks away from the Empire State, and we want to make sure to catch a good view. So we're crossing 5th Avenue now, and there it is. Behind that building. We're gonna get to see it in a minute. All right, let's go. When I was younger, I used to have this book about New York skyscrapers. It would mostly feature 1930s, 1940s skyscrapers, which again are the ones that I think are the coolest, honestly. The Art Deco style. Some from the Gilded Age as well. But these guys here, this to me is New York. This building right here, with the iconic pinnacle, the top that lights up in the evening. Sometimes to celebrate different occasions like national holidays or some other special occasion. This right here is the Empire State Building, one of the most iconic buildings in the world, actually, and certainly one of the most famous buildings of New York. What a beautiful structure. This is, what is this? 37th Street and 5th. I guess I'm not the only one vlogging. It only makes sense. Alright, we can get a better view here. Look at this guy. Standing for 95 years already. A steel structure built without any kind of safety regulations in place. In fact, when you take a look at the pictures of the guys building this thing, it's not just the building structure that was made out of steel. It was also these guys' balls. Now that right there, this is 35th Street and 5th. We can see the spiral by Danish architecture practice, Big. It's a very cool building. I used to work at that office in Denmark, and the concept of this building is that essentially the Highline Park wraps around the entire tower all the way to the top. It's a great concept. I love it. Those spiral stepped terraces are exactly that, terraces. They have some green outdoor spaces, sitting areas. It's a great building, lovely. And that is part of the new Hudson Yards neighborhood right there, with a lot of very new high-tech skyscrapers. Oh, I just love this building. Here it is, we're at the footsteps of the Empire State Building. What a fantastic structure this is. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn around and go north across 5th Avenue, because I want to show you guys my favorite spot in the city, and that would be the Rockefeller Center. Oh, this is so New York. The vapor coming out of the subway, I believe it is. You can see this only in winter when it's cold outside. The warm air from the underground comes up, and when it merges with the cold air outside, it creates this white smoke, this white vapor. Again, guys, for the most part, the city's looking sharp, at least this section here. I'm sure there's way more sketchier areas of the city, but I've been walking for about an hour, and to be honest, it looks just as good as always. A lot has happened since the last time I was here in 2019, as you probably know. But the place seems to have recovered pretty well, actually, which I'm very happy about, because some of the images coming out of New York City back in 2020 were really sad. But yeah, you can't beat this town. This place is looking wholesome, just like always. Oh, what a beautiful view of the library with the skyscrapers in the background. Beautiful corner, this one. East 40th Street. Let's see if we can get closer to the Chrysler Building now. I just love the sound of the police cruisers here. They have this super intimidating sound that they make. I can't quite replicate it, but it's awesome. Again, guys, this is 5th Avenue and 42nd, so we're gonna turn right here, and we should have a great view of the Chrysler Building. There it is. So let's go check it out up close. As you can see, the people here are from all walks of life. Some influencers here, I think. Legal cannabis, yeah, that explains the smell I was talking about before. Not a huge fan, I have to say, but I'm okay with it, I guess. Really, if you want to see people from all over the world, just come to New York. I think half the population in this town speak English, and the other half speak, I don't know, like 100 different languages.
Dude, my fucking
And I just love the New York accent, I have to say, and the Boston accent as well. Alright guys, this right here would be the Grand Central Station. A very iconic landmark here in New York. Let's go inside for a second so I can show you guys around. Scaffolds everywhere. Oh, this is such an iconic spot with the Grand Central Station and the former, I think it was Pan Am building, which is now MetLife. I remember this building from the Godzilla movie. It had a huge Godzilla-shaped hole right in the middle at one point in the movie. Phenomenal place, this. All right, let's go inside, and then we'll check out that guy. Again, it smells like pot everywhere. Just think about the time where this was being built. These people were ambitious for sure. Look at the size of this place. Oh, that's is that a Lego bag? Yeah, these people are smart for sure. Is it this way? Alright, this is where I wanted to go. The main concourse. Let's check it out. That's what I'm talking about. Check this place out. My God. You could fit an entire Empire State Building inside here.
No, I could, even when I got data back, I was
What a phenomenal place. America. F yeah. 42nd and Vanderbilt Hall. Fantastic station. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Alright guys, I'll be honest about the pot situation here. It kind of sucks, honestly. I wasn't expecting the city to smell so much like marijuana all the time, everywhere you go. At least here in Midtown. I don't know if it's the same in other parts of the city, but it's very notorious and kind of annoying, honestly. Like, if you ask me what New York City smelled like, I'm gonna say it smelled like pot. And that's unfortunate, if you ask me. Alright, here it is. The Chrysler Building. Alright guys, Lexington and 42nd. This is the famous bridge. Now we're heading back north towards Rockefeller Center. So we can have a quick look at the Chrysler Building. I need blinkers to navigate these streets. There it is. Beautiful Art Deco architecture as well. Very 1930s, this one. I would say even more than the Empire State. I think the pinnacle of this building is the iconic, is the symbol of the 1930s. What a beautiful building this is. Although it was designed during the 1920s, I should say. So I guess it's more representative of that era. The Roaring 20s. Hi guys, we're gonna make a left here towards 5th Avenue because I want you guys to see Rockefeller Center from 5th Avenue, which is, I would say, the main, the money shot. The MetLife building, and of course we cannot see it from down here, so let's cross the street. The Hensley building. Alright, here it is, the monster. Alright, let's keep going. What's funny about New York City is that when you're here, it very much sounds like New York City. And what I mean by that is that you can hear sirens echoing through the city. I guess the tall buildings make the sirens sound in a very particular way, like an echo in the distance. That and the 100 different languages you hear on the streets are what the sound of New York is to me. What is this? What is that? Okay, let's go check it out. Alright, that is massive. This one is definitely new. I mean, it wasn't here 5 years ago. Alright, peace. And it has a pretty oddly shaped structure here at the base. We're gonna check it out. What is this monster? This place is huge. Still under construction, I think. But take a look at this structure right here. This is incredible engineering right here. Wow. Oh, and it cantilevers. That's incredible. Wow. how much did it cost to build this? Take a look at this. Yeah, this wasn't here 5 years ago for sure. At least not the bulk of it. I wonder why they did this. Did the footprint of the building had to be smaller than the actual building itself? I don't know. But it looks incredible. Take a look at this. Wow. Huge building, this one. There it is. Take a look at this beast. What a beast of a building. Amazing. This would be, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Park Avenue. Park Avenue and 47. So yeah, let's head back to 5th Avenue. Alright guys, this is Park Avenue. Let's go left here. Check this out. This is a beast of a building for sure. So remember what I was saying before about the guys building these massive skyscrapers without any safety measures. Well, now the guys at the door here, not even the actual construction workers, but the guys at the door are wearing way more protection than the builders were wearing back in the day. That's incredible. How times change. This would be Madison Avenue. All right, one more to go. I've heard somewhere that if you go out for dinner or lunch in New York City to an entirely different place every single time, and you do that every single day, it'll take you about 100 years or more to get to eat at every single food joint the city has to offer, which is a very interesting trivia fact, I guess. Alright, this is 5th Avenue again, you can tell, I guess. And that right there, guys, is the Rockefeller Center. Looking beautiful as always. This is my favorite spot in the city, and it used to be even better before because it had a Lego store right in the center of it, but now they moved it, I think. So it's now still my favorite, but not as cool as before, for sure. This also has to be one of the most iconic parts of the city. And this right here, guys, is to me the heart of the city. The Rockefeller Center, where Macaulay Culkin finally found his mother after spending a few days lost in New York City. Poor guy. I should say this place looks amazing all the time, but when it's Christmas time, as you probably know, it looks even better with a huge Christmas tree right at the end of this. What would this be? A boulevard, a square. So this is where they put the huge tree every year. And this used to be a Lego store, again 5 years ago. Not anymore. That's a shame, I should say. This place is fantastic. Look at the statue. The golden statue over here, and that's where they build the ice ring every year, every winter. By the end of this day, or maybe tomorrow rather, we're gonna climb to the top of the rock. We're gonna go to the observation deck and take a look at this fantastic city at night. I would totally recommend that you guys do that. It's totally worth it. I think tickets are $30 per person, so not too bad. And the views that you get from out there are totally worth it. Absolutely worth it. And just recently I've heard they built a sort of a weird looking elevator at the top of the building that allows you to go even higher than the actual deck. Let me see if I can find it. Comcast Building. What a fantastic spot here in center, in the heart of Midtown Manhattan. Oh yeah, this guys is what I was talking about, the sky lift. That should be something. All right, beautiful. Let's go back to the hotel, which is right around the corner, actually. Something I wanted to show you guys. God is in the details. Take a look at some of these building details here. Absolutely beautiful. Even the trees look fantastic here. Take a look at these. My God. Who thought of that? This right here is the Rainbow Room and the NBC studios in front of us. Top of the rock, observation deck. This is it. And again, guys, we are just I believe 2 blocks away from the hotel. This right here is Radio City Music Hall. All these iconic landmarks and places all packed together in this very in this rather small section of the city. This right here is 6th Avenue once again. As you can see, we've been walking for what, like an hour and a half maybe, and we've seen so much. And we haven't even seen like what, 10% of the city. There's so much more to do here, and for sure we're gonna try to do as much as possible. But this is just to give you guys a quick preview of what this city has to offer. 6th Avenue again, guys. Let's head back to the hotel, pick up Clara and the baby, get the car, and head to Brooklyn. Hopefully we can cross the bridge tonight, get to see some of Dumbo, which is a very beautiful neighborhood across the East River, and then come back to the hotel. Thank you guys for walking with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. All right, see you later. Thank you very much.